we're back to Vampire. And for everyone who was here, then you probably know that I had to change Swansea into a vampire. I didn't have to. I could have just eaten him, but I was like, just change him. I don't know if that's good or bad, but we'll see what happens. Could be either or, really. Oh yeah, we also found out that it's his fault that the vampire pandemic is happening, so... he was trying to cure that Harriet Jones? The angry old lady? With blood. Vampire blood. With ashberries, and she turned into a skull. So yeah, it's his fault. But he wasn't doing it to be, like, evil. He made a mistake, a big mistake. So it's his fault. He was just like, oh, I'm sorry. Come on, you... Oh, cool. Good. It did say it there. I just wanted to make sure, because sometimes I'm, like, worried that it won't save where I asked it to. I haven't gone to sleep yet since I changed him, so, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. When we see him again. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, sorry. I had to message someone something. We were talking about anime, and I feel really rude if I don't finish a conversation. I don't know if you guys do that, but yeah, I don't. I just feel bad if I like kind of just like, oh, I'm just gonna stop mid-sentence and not finish that thought. I feel like a dick. So I had to finish my thought. God, I'm really worried about what Swansea's gonna do as a vampire. He's my progeny, my one and only progeny. Oh, also I missed out on some, like, clues about him, I guess. I'm upset about that. Oh well. Where am I going? I gotta go talk to Lady Ashbury. I can't remember which way is shorter. Oh, it's definitely this way. Yeah, so... yeah. Where's my favorite couple? I'm always worried about them. Now that there's like vampires coming down near the docks and stuff, I'm like, how's my favorite couple? You guys are doing okay? Yeah, these two guys are a couple. I found that out because like you can spy on people. So yeah, I was like standing here and they were like making out, and I was like,
not responsible for everything bad that has happened.
No, you're not. But yeah, they met during the war, and they were trapped in a bunker together. And this guy right here, he has like extreme claustrophobia, so he's scared to go into the hospital. And he also, like, while him and the other guy were trapped in a bunker together, like, he loves him, I mean, to bits. Like, he really does. They're a very sweet couple. But he had a momentary, a moment of weakness where I guess he thought about possibly killing and eating the other guy because he was sure they were not going to be found and that they were going to die. And it's like one of his biggest like issues. He feels like extreme guilt over it. And Dr. Reed, he was like very like compassionate and very like understanding of what went on. He was like, you guys were trapped and you weren't, you know, in your right mind. It's not your fault. So it was very sweet. Dr. Reed is such a kind and understanding person. Like, if I could pick one person to be my doctor, it would be Dr. Reed. I love him. Like, he's awesome. Ugh, I don't want to talk to Lady Ashbury. Can't I talk to any other vampire? Can I go talk to McCullum? He'll be like, you killed my man. I'll be like, you kidnapped my best friend. Now I gotta bring it to Lady Ashbury that the good old doctor used her blood to try and cure Harriet, and it's his fault that all this garbage got started. I am going to play this game again and do some things different, but not all of them. I don't want to talk to her. I'm sorry. You guys know that it's a point. Oh, it's a point of contention for me because I've been forced into a relationship with this woman that I'm not attracted to, in any way, shape, or form. She's just kind of there as, she's just there as like okay. The guy totally needed a romantic option, so let's do Lady Ashbury. Let me read it. It's being stupid. But I'm not, like, attracted to her that way. Like, but it's making me be attracted to her, so, like, whatever, I guess. Tonight I went with Mother visiting the sick of the East End. It had been a long time since I went to the sad part of town. To see her talking and listening to those poor people moved me beyond words. She really tries to make a difference and really tries to help these men and women. She also killed one of them tonight. It happened so quickly I did not even notice she had vanished, but when she reappeared she looked so much more alive, more vivid. I immediately knew what had just happened. She took a life and I saw nothing. We returned home without a word. If I ever become like her, I won't feed on the dying. I will kill the guilty and the brutes wherever they hide. This afternoon, 2 men tried to corner me in a back alley while I was campaigning for the women's right to vote. I called for help as loud as I could, like Mother told me. I don't know what would have happened if a soldier had not ordered them to leave me alone. He then walked me back home and tried to kiss me. I refused. He did not say a word and left. The whole story made me sad, and I was still crying when Mother woke up after the night had come. I told her the whole truth, and she held me against her chest. Then we went to the theater to see Doris Fletcher in her new play. I think I'm a little bit frustrated that Mother did not rush out to make them all pay. If I were a vampire, I would not be that merciful. We had a terrible argument with Mother last night, as she refused once again to turn me into an immortal. When I reminded her of what had happened to me in that street with those 2 men, and how things would have been different if I had been like her, or if they had carried weapons, she simply smiled and told me that to be part of this world meant to be ready to face it. I'm not sure I understand what she means, but it drives me crazy. I left home in the middle of the night to see Emily at her house, and I spent the whole day there. Maybe it's time for me to leave Mother's house and live my life, just like Emily. I love Mother so much, but it frustrates me so when she refuses to talk about my conversion. Tonight I'm as sad as I am excited, for I'm about to leave this house for good. Mother has agreed to let me have my own flat in the West End, as long as it is not too far from her house. I had to promise her I would be very careful. I told her how much I love her, and she told me she was proud of me. I understand now that she only wants me to be as strong and independent as she is. I must admit I am very thankful for all she has taught me through these years. She made the woman I am today. Now it's time for me to choose where to go from here. Whatever I'm going to do with my life, it's up to me. All I know is this: if I ever chose to become an immortal, I will not involve my mother in my choice, for this is my life and I am responsible for my actions. Truth. Also, apparently your mom's blood makes skulls, so I would be super fucking careful about that shit. Probably good. You probably dodged a bullet, if I'm being totally honest. It's probably another reason she hasn't changed any of her children, even though... I mean, besides the whole, like, to be immortal means to face the immortal life and everything that comes with it.
It's locked, all right.
You know, the loss of the sun and all that good stuff. I mean, what about you guys? What would you choose? Immortality or immortal life?
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan?
It's bad fortune, actually. Are you painting with the blood of your enemies? No, I'm not your dear.
I'm afraid it's bad news.
I'm in love with you.
Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
I keep forgetting her name's Elizabeth.
Please, speak up.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
He's
Where is
a
our good friend
Dracula.
now? Is he well?
Of a sort. His injuries were mortal. I had no choice but to make him one of us. To save him. Or to punish him.
To punish him? I fail to understand. And what is the source of this cold tone in your voice?
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the Skull epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor
He was
victims.
just trying to help, and yeah, I
How
went
could
bad.
he do it? What happened?
Edgar's behavior was beyond lunacy. He had neither the discipline, knowledge, nor the proper facilities to conduct blood experiments.
I must say I'm shocked, Jonathan. Who would have thought it? And the poor patient. Let me guess. It was Harriet Jones, was it not?
Yes. That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she became an Ichor. She secretly visited her mother at Pembroke.
Then we have no choice.
I
We
feel
must act quickly, Jonathan.
so
We
conflicted.
must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet
I
embodies.
feel
I
conflicted
have
about
one more
Swansea so
matter
much.
to
Like,
discuss with you. Harriet Jones was the primary case, but
because he
do you
wasn't
know
trying to be
what a
malicious,
healthy
but
carrier is?
I
There is a
feel
tone in
like
your voice that frightens me,
it's gonna
Jonathan.
be a problem.
What are you trying to say?
I hate
It
it.
was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What? No. No. This can't be. Oh,
Elizabeth, are you all right?
no, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone.
Oh, what'd she
Save
do?
the city, Jonathan. Save what can be
What'd
saved.
she
I need
fucking
answers.
do?
Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your
Wait!
enemy.
No! Elizabeth!
Okay, sweet. Obtain a drop of William Marshall's blood. Obtain a drop of King Arthur's blood. Search for insulin in the old mort. No, okay, but why is she freaking out? What'd she do? Only a few of us remained after the shock of the Great Hunt. I was one of them. I remember how the sudden attack of the enemy caught all of us by surprise. Blood was shed during those few nights. I lost my spot. Whoops. Some of us who survived chose to exile. I don't blame them, but I regret their lack of fortitude. For it is courage we need to protect the interests of the Empire. Courage we need to defeat the defeat the values. Defend the values we stand for. May we all remember that William Marshall himself never lowered his head. My beloved Maker may be long gone now, but his presence is still among us. We keep a few drops of his sacred blood to remind us what we are and what we seek, that we seek honor, purity, and excellence. I had the privilege of speaking with the knight many times, as his progeny and as his friend. Okay, so Lady Ashbury said that he is not the progeny of William Marshall, but this letter says that he is. But I think he is lying. Because he wouldn't change that old guy. He was going to have me do it because of my ancient blood. So he is not the progeny of William Marshall because he only makes skulls. This Lord Redgrave guy. He spoke to me of the tier of angels, the holy beverage supposed to appease the inextinguishable hunger we all feel. That he never ceased to search, even without knowing if such artifact exists. I admired his tenacity, and it is this tenacity, this indefectible belief in something bigger than us that will make us survive any future great hunt launched by our enemies. Ascalon will be rebuilt always, for it is an idea, Lord Redgrave, who was a dick. He is a dick, by the way. He straight up kicked me out of Ascalon because I refused to turn that old guy for him. He's like, I can't believe you didn't do what I told you to do. I'm like, fucking, I got my own brain, okay? I can math out the problem here. By the way, me and McCollum are totes bros now, and he won't admit it, but he did call me by my name, so we're probably gonna get married soon. I hope so. I mean, we're not, but I wish. I don't want to be with Lady Ashbury. I feel so forced. I think Swansea's gonna be the one that haunts me forever. I'm definitely gonna, maybe, possibly let him be my first regular victim next go around, just because he concerns me. Because we're best friends, but he has this weird obsession with vampires, and being one apparently, so I'm kind of worried.
Now would be a good time to blend the recipe Marshall used when he fought the disaster. I think I know where to find what I need.
Yeah, we're gonna go level up some more though, because we kinda need to. What the fuck? That was some screaming. Stop screaming. I love it, it's like, go get some of King Arthur's blood from the— Ah! Oh, that startled the shit out of me. Sorry. Don't mind me. There's a ninja spider. Okay, you're gonna have to calm down, please. There's a ninja spider descending from the heavens, so hold on. Well, I maybe possibly killed it, perhaps. I don't know. It's gone. It went somewhere else. Maybe I hit him and he, like, flew off into space. I guess we'll find out if he comes crawling out of the abyss. I just did not realize I was being attacked by a vampire. Oh no, did I? No, that was me. I accidentally hit my power button. Okay. Okay. I accidentally hit the button that causes my my shit to go off. Whoops. That was sorry that I screamed in y'all's ear, by the way. I didn't mean to. How do I sanitize this bucket place? Sorry, where am I? This one. No one's sick here, so there's no way for me to sanitize it. Where'd the spider go? I'm not afraid of spiders, per se. I actually love spiders, but I just kind of saw it out of the corner of my eye, and you know how, like, your instincts are to just, like, flee from things that kind of surprise you? Well, that's what happened. I saw it descending out of the corner of my eye, and my first instinct was to jump behind the bed. I didn't, but... Oh, Dr. Swansea is back. Hold on. Hold the phone. Oh, he's back at the hospital and probably causing all kinds of trouble. Well, let's go talk to him. I wish there was, like, an option for me to, like, if I think I made a mistake with turning someone into a vampire, then I could fix that mistake by immediately eating them. But there is no such thing. So I have to live with my mistakes. I just feel that if your progeny is being a total dickbag, you have the option to, you know, fuck him up for being stupid. I guess he came back to the hospital, that's good. How long was I at Lady Ashbury's? We had like a 2-minute conversation. No one worry about why Swansea looks weird now. It's nothing, it's allergies. That's what I tell everybody. If I was a vampire, they'd be like, Carrie, you look so pale and stuff. And because it's allergies. Oh, where's my boy? How's he doing? He's not here. And why did it say there were dialogue options? It lied to me. Is there dialogue options if I go to sleep? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Because Swansea's not here. Unless he's downstairs, which is a strong possibility. Thelma, Pippa, Thomas, who's a big liar. she is, by the way. She's a liar. Have you guys gotten around to this dude's surgery yet? This guy here? This guy who wants to go home?
How long must I wait, damn it?
Blaming me will not further your agenda, sir.
How are you doing?
Going to take to fix me, Prophet? A month? A year?
You have the right to disapprove of our methods, and you will kindly apologize when you
Okay, he doesn't have to apologize to you. He's allowed to be upset. Okay, he's got children. He's just concerned about them. He's allowed. Okay, I'm gonna go to sleep real quick because I don't think there's anything emergency worthy going on right now. I mean, I have to go get the blood of King Arthur or whatever. I love that. I do love it's like the blood of King Arthur and like not like the stereotypical like blood of Jesus. Because how do I water you?
The flower's dying. It needs water.
I know it does. You don't have to rub it in. I'm aware. Just being a total bitch about it. Increase damage. Absorb blood points when the weapon hits. We'll do damage. I mean, you know, because it's pretty epic. I can't do this now? Oh. There we go. Boom. Sweet sauce. Okay, I'm gonna guess I'll go to sleep. People are gonna get sick and die, watch. I'm gonna be like, great. I mean, you know, I don't have enough points to be doing things, so I guess I'll just go to sleep. Fuck it. I don't have enough points to upgrade anything. Everything's like 1,000 blood. I swear to God. The inhabitants of London live in fear of physicians, delayed interventions, barefaced favoritism, and strange experimental treatments. The scarcity of professionalism is crystallized in Pembroke. Oh no! Deontology was discharged a long time ago. A facade of dedication and rectitude, but those of us who know of their patients or worse were among them are aware of the deceit. In this temple devoted to dread, you will have to pay to get a bed. You will catch illness you never knew existed, and your corpse will be relieved of its possessions in the morgue. Oh, this is stuff that's going on already. Here, patients die overnight of wounds that never bore upon their arrival, and they call them accidents. I briefly interviewed Dr. Swansea, head of the administration, declaimed a pedantic timor mortis contuberant me. Fear of death confounds me, before forcing us out of the establishment. Quotes in Latin will not be enough to keep us away from their morbidity. Volunteers are welcome to join me tomorrow morning in front of the hospital and demand clear facts about the state of the medical institution. Come in numbers. I feel... Yeah, I know it's sanitized. Whoa, why is everyone here in the West End suddenly sick? Okay, I got a fatigue, headache, fatigue, cold, fatigue. It's mostly fatigue, so fatigues, colds, and headaches. Okay, I am going to make all the medicines so I can help these people, because it's so weird that they're all sick. Okay. There's like 5 or 6 fatigues over there. something like that. Sepsis, bronchitis, cold, pneumonia, neuralgia. I can't remember how many headaches there were. We're just gonna make all the headache medicine, all the migraine meds, all. Okay. I also didn't realize that I was out of stamina serum. Okay, how
The
do I?
flower's dying.
I know.
It needs
How do
water.
how do I water you? Okay. Let's go talk to Swansea and see how he's doing. I feel like that newspaper would have been that way if he had died, because there's a lot of weird shit that happens here. There he is.
Jonathan, my dear, I can never thank you enough.
Thank me. For what?
Come now, you know what I mean. I am... well, I'm just like you.
No, you're not.
Have you no shame? Must I remind you of your ludicrous actions? Of the innocent men and women who died at your hands?
Shame is for mortals, Jonathan. I know it now, and you should too. We are something else. Something more.
How do you feel since you changed?
Absolutely fine. Did you know I can determine the health of every patient
Yeah, I
or
didn't know
nurse just by looking at him? Fascinating.
Have you taken a life yet, Edgar?
Don't you think that's a private matter? I would not ask you such an indiscreet question.
Do you feel
I mean,
the hunger?
I haven't
Yes.
eaten regular folks.
It's very peculiar, not like mortal hunger at all. It's like I'm never sated. Fortunately, blood is no rare commodity at Pembroke.
Have you been eating the patients, Swansea? Edgar. Bad Edgar.
Will you continue as Pembroke's administrator?
This is why I'm
Of
worried.
course. I can help more than ever.
You know,
And since I'm
about
already
him being a
dead, I
vampire.
can't get sick.
Are you not afraid Priwen will find you? Next time, they will do more than abduct and torture you.
I remain a man of peace. If things were to go awry, I would flee rather than slice them up as you would, my friend.
Oh yeah, I'll eat them.
Have you seen Elizabeth? Has she passed this way since you returned?
No. And I'm terrified to see her again. I really am, Jonathan.
Yeah,
She
well.
could very well tear me to pieces for what I did.
You would be. It would. Edgar,
What will you do now that
you're
you
such
are
a stupid idiot.
Experiment, my dear colleague. I have an eternity to make scientific progress. I could be the only scientist able to undertake extreme experiments upon himself.
My God, Edgar. Did you learn
Ugh, I should've
nothing from
eaten
your
them.
forays into folly?
I
feel
have, I
stupid.
swear. No more experiments on mortals.
Oh, okay.
See? I said mortals. How quickly the mind adapts.
I mean, I guess that's fine. As long as you're not killing nice immortals, okay? Don't kill the nice ones. You leave Sean and Bridget and the sewer skulls alone.
What kind of experiments?
Who knows? Nervous shock, brain damage, pain and recovery. There's almost no limit to what my body can now endure. I could be the next Henry Head.
See, I'm okay with that. Like, if he's doing it on himself, that's fine. Because it's his own body. Ugh. I'm fine with that. Because, yeah, it's
Have you
it's
news
his
of Geoffrey
body,
McCullum?
So,
I'm sure both of you would have quite an interesting discussion after recent events.
He left the hospital without being treated for the severe beating you gave him. We'll meet again
I
soon
imagine
enough.
he did.
Do you not think he will kill
Too
you
much
where
pride.
you stand?
Funny you should mention it. I asked him once what he would do if I were a vampire. He said he would give me an hour for old time's sake.
Oh, that's sweet, Jeffrey.
Goodbye, Edgar. I'm certain we'll meet again.
But he is right. Now that he can do experiments on himself, there is really no limitation to what he could accomplish as long as he's only doing it on himself. And he seems to be... That seems to be where he's heading. He doesn't seem like he's going to be doing it on innocent people. He seems like he's going to be doing experimentations on his own body and blood. Which I can get behind. I'm fine with that, because that's him making the choice to do it on himself. Not like what he did with Harriet Jones, where he experimented on her without her consent, and also took Lady Ashbury's blood without her consent. So I feel like that's fine, if he's doing it on himself. Oh yeah, I need to go to the West End, which is in the other direction. So yeah, that's fine. I'm totally fine with that. And he could make great medical strides in experimenting on himself with his blood. The only problem is that I hope that he doesn't administer it to another human being, because even though he is my progeny and he comes from my blood, there is a chance that something could go wrong. I was pretty much told that my blood is some of the most powerful blood, because I come from an ancient being. You die. I think next time I'm gonna make McCullum my progeny, just for fun. I'd be like, we could roam the night together, McCullum, and he'd be like, fuck you, and I'd be like, not until you ask nicely. He would fucking decapitate me so fast. I'm going in all the wrong directions. There we go. This is where I wanted to go. Oh, look at you guys. You're so cute.
Stay back,
I love when they get all like, ah! Calm down. I'm just trying to fix some stuff up. There we go. Jonathan could do the same. Honestly, doing experiments on his own blood, be a smart thing to do. No, I'm not. You don't know what you're talking about.
You'll pay for that!
Will I? Or will you? God. I love when they scream stuff like that. You'll pay for that! And then I just come in here and I wreck their shit, and they're like, okay, we call it a draw. I know it's in serious. Why is it in serious? I guess it's because no one... Well, I didn't sanitize it because no one was sick until recently, so... Oh, there's another priesty boy. What? Oh, shit. Okay. Seriously. Ow, 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 ow. Why are there so many of you all of a sudden? Fuck off! Oh, I don't know who I'm targeting, but he sounds like he's a real... Ow! Uncalled for. Dude, back the fuck up. Oh, there were so many right there. Unexpected attack. They were just like waiting. They're like, oh, there he is. There's Jonathan Reed. It's like, don't act like you're not impressed. Your boss calls me daddy too. You think they'd fucking stab me? I would hope so. That'd be some funny shit. They'd be like, what? Oh, they'd have so many questions from McCullum after that. He'd be so mad at me. He'd be looking for me like, are you serious? It's like, what?
Did you hear me?
No. I mean, you can come up here if you want. Oh, I struck out. Struck out so hard. Like, why don't you guys stop trying to pretend like you're all that in a bag of potato chips? Wow, there's so many more here since she just, like, left. She's like, oh, I just...
Back in the ground.
Watch your tone. Don't talk to me like that. It's rude. There's so many more vampire hunters here now that she's gone. Oh, I can, like, kill so many people. It is valid, right? Okay, I got a bunch of people who gotta help out, because everybody's sick all of a sudden for reasons unknown. Stop standing outside in the cold! She's, like, bitching at these sick people. Oh.
Good evening, Mr. Kimura.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
This would be a great,
Do you need
skill to
medical
have
assistance?
as a doctor.
Don't believe that I'm the kind of
as, like,
man
the
with a
vampire
fragile
power
constitution.
to, you know,
But
look
I'm
into
afraid
them
my
and see that they're
imprisonment
sick.
has done...
Yes.
There is no...
Yes.
There you go, you're welcome, bye.
Goodbye.
To connect me to this.
Whose
Hi, my friend.
blood could be purer than... Good evening, Ulch.
I won't.
Do you need...
It's a little.
What did he need?
What can I...
I hope we.
Oh, he just had another headache. Okay. Yeah, that's right. I told him that his wife was
You
poisoning
need some
him.
rest.
I don't want to talk to Lord Redgrave because he's a constant problem. So she's healthy. This guy is not healthy. I was like, how come the blue isn't highlighted? And it was just because I'd given him medicine before when he was sick before.
Do you need...
You would say...
Don't...
I can't...
You're welcome. Bye.
Goodbye.
just doling out the medicine and everyone's like, thanks, man. And I'm like, you're welcome, bro. People in here. I think my mom is actually sick. My butler, total bro. I love him. He fucking reprimanded the shit out of Jonathan. Because, like, he's like, have I been a bad son? And he's like, yeah.
Hello
And
again.
he like,
Jonathan, back
Hi.
already?
no, please don't do that.
Do you need...
Oh, you know I always refuse to let you...
Too bad,
I
medicine.
think you should...
I'm not sure.
You're welcome, Mom. Love you.
Goodbye, Mother.
Goodbye, son.
Do you know why my dad was such, you know, he was like always like, oh, I'm so dark. Oh, I have issues. I'm like, we all have issues, Dad. Who else lives here? His wife. Oh yeah, okay. The two brothers. Okay, I need to go talk to Venus first. She's back behind where he's doing his weird little song and dance. Also, I need to find the other books for him because he's like, please. And I'm like, okay. That's how I feel. He's just trying to prove that vampires exist, the poor guy. I mean, I don't know if I should help him do that, but maybe I should. I mean, we're friends. What if I just told him I was one and just went and showed Venus? Hey, maybe you should stop poisoning your husband. Oh, yeah.
What do you need?
Are you still poisoning your husband? It'd be a great
Do you need
question.
It would...
And I'm happy...
Thank you, Jonathan.
You're welcome, lady who poisons my best friend. She does, by the way. She's a total bitch. She's like, what else am I supposed to do? Oh, woe is me. I'm like, are you kidding me? What the fuck is wrong with you? Yes, psycho? Okay, I gotta go down the middle road. Yeah, she decided that because she thinks her husband is crazy because he keeps talking about vampires, that she should poison him to death. I was like, yeah, that's a good answer to the issue at hand. Oh no, wait, that's the park. Where is... There's like a weird little... So I don't want to go here because I don't fucking want to go here right now. Is it here? On the other side of this? No, because it's my house. Oh, it's here. It's over there. So straight ahead to the right. Okay. If your response to my spouse is having problems is to unceremoniously poison them instead of giving them help, you kind of need a kick in the nuts. Oh no! My friend exploded! He exploded! Whoops. I love this steak, by the way. Oh, don't act like such a baby. It's one little bite. You know, for a guy who is all like, I'm tough, I'm super tough, you sure whine a lot when you get bit by a vampire. Okay, who all do we have in here now? No one? Oh no, there's a guy. Oh, it's a vampire. Mm-hmm. Oh, he thinks he's so cool because he wears slacks. I look good too. That's all you should know. I'm surprised that doesn't alert anyone else, you know, to the fact that someone just exploded for no reason. This way. Yes. Yes! Okay, sick peeps. I'm here to dole out the medicines. You're welcome. Maybe you guys wouldn't be so fatigued if you wouldn't sit out in the rain all the time.
Hello again.
Oh, you remember me? But you don't remember why you're here?
Do you need my medical...
Indeed. I've never been good at explaining my feelings.
Yeah, you're a
You
sick
have
boy.
nothing to be worried about.
Sounds so easy.
You're welcome.
Goodbye.
I hope you guys stop, you know, waiting here. Who's the smart one again?
Good evening, Mr.
Why do I always have...
Do you
because
need
we've
my...
I'm
met
afraid-
before? Here
I
you
don't
go.
sense
You're
the-
welcome.
Goodbye.
These guys are weird. I mean, I like them, but they're weird. Yo, what up?
Dr. Reed.
Yeah, how are you?
Is it true you were
Why is it
dropped
so
in
dark
rank?
right now next to him?
Tell me
Is
about
he like
it.
possessed by the devil?
Is. I made a terrible mistake. I deserved it. Sometimes I think I should have resigned
So why are you still working here?
because I'm a damn fine copper.
He's trying to make up for what he
I
did.
just don't want to have someone innocent hung again by mistake because of me.
Ooh, you guys are about to learn what how I feel about the death penalty.
The death penalty can sometimes be appropriate.
Those are strange, cold words coming from a doctor who claims to take every risk to save lives on these dangerous streets.
What? Ugh, really? I had to lie. I do feel that, like, in some circumstances, there are just some people, you know, like, when it has to do with kids. That's all I'm gonna say. So what? Now he's like, oh, ugh, now I can't talk to you because you're a doctor who said you believe in the death penalty.
Do you need medical attention, Inspector?
I'm afraid I may have caught something.
He's like, what? I'm like,
Thank you.
Goodbye, Detective Inspector Albright.
Goodbye, Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm sure we'll talk again soon. Spanish flu is not the only hidden killer around here.
right, where's that mother-daughter team? Is she doing okay? It says she's healthy.
It's locked.
Okay, well, I wasn't trying to get in there. I was
Good
trying
evening.
to talk to this
You
crazy
know-
lady. Well, she's not crazy.
Do you
she's
need-
Oh,
mentally
yeah.
ill.
I'm just doing my...
Perhaps.
Goodbye for now.
She has been hurting her daughter.
Stay a little longer this time.
I think she may have possibly Munchausen's by proxy, but I'm not 100% sure on that because I'm not a doctor. So the rat lady is still okay, it seems. She's fine. Alright, everyone is fine now. Cool. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was trying to do some stealing. Fine, I didn't get all the information I needed on that cop guy, but it's like, whatever. can't believe a doctor would say such a thing. It's like, I can't believe you are sitting out here in the rain. I, as your physician, demand that you go inside. Seriously though, you should not be sitting outside. Everyone's getting sick. They're like, how come I'm so tired all the time? It's like, well, maybe because you're sitting out in the rain. I feel like if I was a doctor, I'd be extra salty. I mean, like, I love people, and I get along with people really well. I make friends very easily. But I feel like that if someone did something stupid, I might tell them it was stupid and then get fired. I mean, like, you can't tell people that. It's like, why not? They're just like, okay, look. I understand. Like, do you? You understand? You understand how stupid that person is? Now I gotta go. What? It's locked.
You are not welcome.
Why not? Ugh. I'm not welcome here because I decided that I was going to not change that Aloysius or Aloysius or however the hell you say his name guy because he's a complete dick. He's like, let's just build a giant wall to separate the rich from the poor. That'll stop this pandemic. I'm like, that is not how pandemics work. Or epidemic, because it's not a pandemic. How are you, crazy rat lady? She's got some vampire things going on with herself, so she's like eating rats like I eat rats. Yeah, you thought you could keep me out of the back gate, but you was wrong. Let me in the house. Oh, what? They didn't lock the back door? Smart. They're like, you're not welcome here, sir. They just leave the back gate unlocked, or back door unlocked. It's like, good job, guys. The security here is amazing. Sure. Now I'm gonna have to replay this game just so I can go back and be like, oh, the death penalty is 120% bad all the time. There is an issue with it. Like, there have been some innocent people who have been put on death row and never got off and were executed, and that's fucked up. That's a big issue. But then there are some people who have...
I'm still persona non grata in the Ascalon Club. If I want to speak with Lord Redgrave, I'll have to improvise.
Improvise how? Like, just be like, oh, I'm not... You know, I'm not bad. I'm totes good. Okay, where is he? They need to clean this house. I'm just saying. They want people to feel welcome here, but it's like a mess. Just be taking these shillings. Thank you. I think these shillings belong to that guy who watches the front door. Sometimes. I think those are his shillings, and I'm just like...
You Londoners are no match for me!
I don't know what that means, but... Anyone else? How did I not see his heartbeat? Everyone else seems to have one. Okay, well, fine, whatever. Just gonna walk up here all slow like I own the house. Lord Redgrave, listen. I know... Oh, shilling. I know we got off on the wrong foot. Is that guy... Is this William Shakespeare? Probably. I don't know. Is that guy's allowance? I feel like I'm stealing someone's allowance. I would feel bad, but everyone here in this house is an asshole. This is where he made me sign and then licked my blood off a thing. Can I steal this? Oh, I would so do it. He'd hate me for it, but I wouldn't care. Oh, he's there? Why is he downstairs? He was just upstairs. How are we improvising? You said something about improvising, but this is just walking in the house and being like, yeah, I totes belong here. Ooh, he takes a level 20 in mesmerism. I could never dream to be that good. You know, this would all be fine if he would just not be a dick about it. More shillings? No? Cards. Someone's been playing cards. That's fine. Don't mind me just stomping around. Oh, shillings. Stomping around up here like I own the house. I would so own this house. I'd be like, listen, you're gonna give this to me? Or I'm gonna kill you. I'm an awful house guest. I'm not technically a guest. Did I kill the guy who watches the front door on the reg? He's just like, okay, well, rude. I killed Arthur? Is that his name? Hey, I need to talk to you. It's kind of important. Like, all of the important. And I know you said, how come you have so many statues of the same guy? I know you said I wasn't allowed back at this. Hi, Lord Redgrave. He startled me.
Good evening, Lord Redgrave.
What are you doing here, traitor? I shall smite you for this audacity.
I'm not here to bicker, Lord Redgrave.
Do it.
I can put an end to this epidemic, but I need your assistance to do so.
Good. We've held out thus far, but the time has come to put an end to this crisis. Tell me, what do you need?
The blood of William Marshall.
The blood of William Marshall? Of my maker? Are you mad? This blood is the purest of all. My maker proffered it to me on the battlefield. I cannot hand it to you.
Stop this farce. Marshall never was your maker. I have no idea how you acquired his blood, but I need it now.
I see. Well, in that case, given the gravity of the situation,
stop being a
I suppose I
asshole.
can spare you a drop.
Thank you, my lord.
If you manage to save this city, you'll prove yourself a veritable servant of the crown. So Godspeed, Dr. Reed. Our fate lies wholly in your hands.
I killed the guy guarding your house, by the way. I hope you're okay with that. Sorry. I don't think he cares. He's like, yeah, whatever. Oh. What the heck? Oh, what is this? Where does this lead? Whoa. It's a basement. It's in the basement. Stuff I can take that's not mine. What's this? What's that? As Ascalon members, we always tend to respect etiquette. We are and always members of the good society, sometimes recognized as public figures. We do not find our delight in orgies and bloodbath, like our adversaries assert we do. And if one of us were caught in such caricature and immoral act, he would receive the appropriate opprobrium. But what about the blood? What about its recreational use? How could we deny the ecstasy the vermilion ambrosia brings us? Such poetry. And with what else could we toast with, as any good fraternity should? To answer this delicate question, the law of conduct inside the club goes as follow. As long as the original mortal vessel is not brought inside our walls, each member is allowed to drink whatever he wants for his own usage, to share it with his friends. Drink what you want, deal the way you want with the original vessel, but never inside the club, unless I personally authorize it on some special occasion, of course. What? I think there'd be some bigger etiquette, like we do not kill our food or whatever. That would be an interesting, like, little twisty twist, right? If he was like, yeah, so we have, like, willing donors. I always like the idea of that in, like, vampire, you know, shows and games and stuff like that. Like, they have, like, these willing donors. Because it's just not something that you would think would be commonplace. You think it would be immediately, like, screaming and running away. Which is an interesting concept. Redgrave. I love that he's just like, what are you doing here? I will smite you. And I'm like, yeah, you can do that later. Right now I need blood. So, oh yeah, smite me. Smite me, you mighty smiter. I love how fast he backed down. He's like, fine, if you can save the city. I'm like, yeah, I can save the city. I gotta go talk to McCollum. My boy. He knows he's in love with me. There's no denying that he's in love with me. He just doesn't want to admit it because he's scared of his emotions. I'd be like, you don't have to be so insecure, man. It's okay. You can admit that you think I'm hot. You can admit that you want to, you know, maybe you want a little taste of the reed. You don't have to be scared. It's alright. I'm here for you. just talk to him. Oh, he would hate me. Like, immediately. Spotted me super fast. Oh. He didn't spot me. Why are there so many now? It's irritating. Go away. I'm the sexiest of beasts. What are you doing? Don't kick stuff that's not yours. It's just rude. Oh shit, I'm eating your friend. What you gonna do? Come after me? Like mean it? You know, you would think that McCollum at some point would be like, maybe it's not worth trying to kill Jonathan Reed. He's, well-versed in combat, it seems. I'm like, nah, I'm just good at, you know, dodging. He was in the military, but he was there as a doctor, so I don't think that has any bearing on his capabilities as a fighter. I don't know. I'm sure he knows how to use a gun. I'm sure they trained him to do so, just in case he was, like, cornered or something, which makes sense. I would do that immediately. I mean, it would be important even for the doctor to know how to use a weapon in case of an emergency or something. So changing Swansea wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, because I was worried he was going to wind up experimenting on people again, but he made it very clear that he's going to be using his own blood. Who is yelling? Which one of you is screaming? What are you yelling at? I need to get to that guy right there, the priest. He's the problem.
He's too fucking fast!
Excuses. I feel like that's something McCollum would say. Excuses. Like, dude, he's a vampire. He's fast, okay? Scary as shit. Have you seen him? Have you seen how fast he is? I'm going in the wrong direction, aren't I? I need to be going not this way, but this way. Stop screeching. Freaking skulls. That's all they do. Oh, this is where the fighting is coming from. You're welcome. Whoa, okay. Ow! Uncalled for. I was helping. Rude. Oh, yeah? Yeah, now you're all dead. That's what happens when you fuck with me. I'm not sorry. I wish I was more sorry about killing these guys, but they're kind of assholes, so... you know, it's like free blood or whatever. Yeah, I gotta go in there next, right? Yes. Jonathan's job is what am I doing? Search for insulin.
I cannot use garlic, but there may be a substitute in the Pembroke Hospital drug storage.
Insulin. How is that a substitute? I'm trying to think of how that would be a substitute for garlic. Like, I'm genuinely curious about it. I think I can actually go... Was there a door here? I think I can go in this door right here. Yeah. Oh, they're back. These vampires. I already killed you guys. Oh, it's Priwen now. Well, this is interesting. Twists just keep on coming. Why are you guys in here? Were you invited, or did you just kind of come in here like I own the place? This guy, the chaplain.
Turn around.
Oh, okay. You know, you turn around. I hear screeching. You guys know that, right? Did you hear that? Because I heard that shit. Why are these guys so angry? What did I do to deserve to be hunted? Way too many pre-win in here. They're a level 35 too. I'm a level 27. Okay, let that sink in. But I just wrecked that guy's shit like he was nothing. So, Hey Swansea, I hate to be that guy, but did you know there's a bunch of dickheads underneath your hospital? Well, you might want to know. Did you hear that? Shut up. Oh, in the morgue, which is downstairs? Well, I gotta clear this place out first, so... Who's the guy in the middle? Oh, there's the chaplain. He's the big fish.
Steady, boys! We've got one of them here! No! Evil!
Ow, 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 ow. Stop trying to hurt me with your Jesus magic. It's rude. Are these guys vampires, or have you just been stabbing people? It's a legitimate question. I work at the hospital. I need to know these things. What's that? Can I pick that up? What is this? Can I? No? It's just there to tease me? Of course it is. What is a game without a tease? McCullum. He's the tease in this game. Ah, I want him so bad. I just want to nom on him just a bit. Not to change him, just to nibble. I'm lost now. I got stuck in this dump room. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's a blinker upstairs. He's on. How do you guys manage to get the entire area but not there? Idiots. I'm just like, I don't know, it's fine, I guess. I'm like, it's not fine. Just like, you should know that shit. There's another chaplain. Oh, get fucked. I want you to come up here, you dumbass. Ow! Back off, dude. Dude, I just tore through those fools. Sweet. I mean, that makes me feel good. Where was I going? It said the morgue. Here it is. Sorry, dude. Nope, that's not insulin. This is the morgue, correct? No? Oh, it says it's upstairs. These guys are like, what the fuck just happened? These guys are such assholes. I wouldn't kill you if you guys weren't so mean all the time. Seriously, I would probably just leave you alone. But no, you're like, let's just murder everyone. And I'm like, that's not nice. That's just rude. Where would the insulin be? I feel like insulin is something you would have to refrigerate. Is this not the morgue? Am I, like, drunk or something? Fucking... He's like, I don't know. Why are you guys even here? You're not helping. Okay, I'm just gonna touch every corner with my... Ooh.
It's locked, all right.
Okay, is that where it is? Is that where the insulin's gonna be? Is it gonna be in that there little doodad? 'Cause that'd be weird. I guess it wouldn't be weird. Even though insulin really isn't something you have to, like, you know, worry about as far as addiction. I could understand if they were hiding, like, the opium. That makes sense. That's what I would be hiding in that chest. But what do I know? I'm not a doctor. I can check upstairs in a second. Let me check all these other corners real quick with my face. Rub it all over these walls. Nope, no insulin here. Just that. I'll take that for sure. Where the hell did you guys come from? What you just appearing for? That's rude. One. Gonna have to ask you guys to not. It's been a while since I've seen skulls that low level. Like, seriously. They're all, like, pretty high level, like, in town, so seeing ones that low of a level is pretty interesting. Of course, like, they kind of come back. You said kind of twice, I apologize. But they tend to come back when I clear a spot out, but not that low, so interesting. Oh, shut up. I know there's a high-level blinker up here. He's gonna annoy the shit out of me. Oh, he's even further upstairs than I anticipated. Oh, that's right, there's another floor. Yeah, truth. Got it. I'm just like, oh, why is there so much going on? Well, at least he's looking away, so there's an upside. Oh, jeez, gross. Man, I just love when vampires explode for no reason. Okay, I looked everywhere in here. This is the morgue. I have found no insulin. Can I just go and buy some insulin? Oh, I missed this room. Smart of me. Salicin. That's not what I'm looking for at all. Oh, where is it? I don't like being duped. Give me my insulin. Good thing I'm a vampire and not, like, diabetic. Because I'm having a lot of trouble finding insulin. One second, guys. Did I miss a room? Could have missed. I mean, I do that sometimes. I just kind of bypass places on accident, and then I come back around and I'm like, oh, there's a whole other fucking hole. There they are. Shut the fuck up. Like, there's a whole ass room around here.
There it is. Insulin. Much more efficient than garlic against blood poisoning and sepsis, and much less dangerous for me.
Oh.
Thank you, Dr. Polescu.
Okay, that's why he wanted the insulin. I understand now. He's like, insulin fine, garlic bad, allergy, sneezy. Keep loading. There you go. I wonder if do vampires get the sneezes? That's a weird question, but do you think you'd have like? I mean, I guess no, because the garlic causes like severe anaphylaxis. Which, by the way, I've been learning about at school. Not a happy time, that anaphylaxis. not something... Oh, there's always a chaplain now. No, they're not home. Shut up. Unexpected. Rando.
We have to stop it!
I mean, you can try. I'm always up for people trying to stop me. I've become a bit of, like, a rude vampire hunter. What the hell? Someone kill that lady. Look at this guy. You lazy bitch. I'm just trying to do. Ah! Thanks. I love how they just kind of politely stand there and let me feed, you know? I'm like, well, we can't just be rude. I think you could be rude. I'm a vampire. I mean, it's not like I want to hold it against you or anything. I'm surprised I'm going in the right direction. Like, I don't think I've ever been over here. Have I? I don't remember. Maybe. This doesn't look familiar. So I'm gonna assume no. Maybe I have. Actually, I think... No, yes I have. Yes, because I've teleported from there, or there to over there to... Yes, okay, I have been here before. Okay, it's just a weird route. I'm taking a very direct route. That's why it looks so weird. Oh, please do come over here, sweetheart. I'm getting rich by just killing people and just looting their pockets. Wait, are they at the cemetery? Ugh, rude.
This is not...
I don't know what you're talking about, but sure. Ow! You got me too. Good shot, buddy. Kudos. You think they'd be better at dealing with me? Why are the Freewen at the graveyard? Just hanging out here like, man, I like graves. I'm like, listen, same, but get out of the cemetery where my sister's buried. Did I rebury her or did she turn into smoke? I don't remember. So it's been so long since I killed her. That was a sad moment, by the way. I felt like shit after that. Like, ugh. It was upsetting. Because like he's been on this whole quest because he was like, okay, I'm gonna avenge my sister, you know, I'm gonna find the person who did this to us. I'm gonna avenge her because I accidentally turned her, and then...
If McCullum really drank the blood of King Arthur, then I may have found another vital ingredient for my recipe.
We can't just kill McCullum, he's our boy. Are you insisting that I kill the love of your life? The love of our life, I mean. Yeah, he's dead. What do you think was gonna happen? He exploded. They're all like, I can't believe it. It's like, I can. I blew him up. I can totally believe it. Find McCullum. I bet he's up here where my beautiful sister was buried. Hi. Oh. No. None of that. None of that. Now there's a guy behind me.
Murdering bastard!
Can't see through your smoke. There we go. That's better. Where'd you come from? Oh, I mean, he probably just came from somewhere. He probably heard his friends, like, screaming, and he was like, whoa, what? And I'm like, yeah, I just kind of walked in here because my sister's buried here, so, you know. Toad's visiting. I just feel like that's where he is. He's over near my sister's grave. I also feel like I'm going in the wrong direction, which... probably. Obtain King Arthur's blood from Geoffrey McCullum. It just sounds so, you know, like we're gonna get down to business. I mean, maybe. I wish. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm being really, really crude. It's a hottie, though. I can't help myself. He's too pretty. And you're gonna look at him and be like, what do you mean? He's very, like, gruff and scruffy. And I'm like, yeah. And? I just wanted him to be a romantic option. And he wasn't. Jeffrey! We need to talk, buddy. Where are you? I need to speak to you. Oh, mighty manager of the Prewin. Oh, he's here somewhere. Dicking around. There he is. There's McCullum. Hey, buddy. I need to talk to you. What are you doing? What you got on your wrist? Oh, a crossbow? Jelly.
Good evening, vampire hunter.
Are you here to end me, Leech? You'll find I will not be killed easily.
Not at all, McCullum. I am here because I need you.
Really?
Romantic
I'm
music.
intrigued. Speak up, then.
I need the blood of a king. The blood of Arthur. I'm certain you possess it, and I must have it.
The guard's most sacred and precious relic. Why would you? You found Marshall's memoirs.
I did.
I should have destroyed that book.
I need the antidote to save this city, McCullum.
It is within me to take your words as truth. I want to, but I must know more. What precisely are your plans?
A creature called a disaster is about to be unleashed. It falls upon me, as once it did Marshall, to stop it before the whole country is ravaged.
I should have destroyed that book. And yet, I wish I could join this battle alongside you. But this crusade is not mine to fight.
You could.
Do you not understand? We wanted
no.
the same thing from the outset. A means to end this vampire epidemic.
Not enemies. Maybe that is so. Take it then. I see no other hope for this.
He's such a good-looking dude. I just want him to be.
If this is some trick, you will
my romantic
be damned.
interest. Because he's on the opposite side, and I think that's interesting.
Thank you. Can we speak more?
Indeed. Why not?
Why are you here?
The man who raised me after the brutal murder of my parents. He's buried here.
Were both your parents killed by vampires?
Yes. And yet worse. My father returned to Dublin a vampire.
Oh, that makes sense. That's why he's
and
so
tore
mad.
out my mother's throat.
And who was this man?
Carl Eldritch. One-time leader of Prewin. He killed my father in front of me. Helped me hunt my brother Ain after teaching me how to kill leeches.
What will the Guard of Prewin do now? Will you stop the Great Hunt?
Yes. But we shall continue to protect innocents from beasts like you. and your red-headed friend.
Like me?
I am indebted to you for sparing me at Pembroke. But this won't always be the case. I'm no coward like those St. Paul's Stowe brothers.
See, this is why I wanted him to be my romantic interest, for us to like fall in love and then just be like, if I ever become a monster, I want you to be the one to do it. Because it'd be so much more dramatic than
How long
Lady
have you known
Ashbury
Lady
and
Ashbury?
Jonathan Reed fell in love during
Where
a
is she?
montage we didn't get to see.
And what will you do to her?
We saw you meeting her, so of course we investigated. But she is gone. Our scouts reported she has sold some paintings and departed for an unknown destination.
That's fine.
Adieu, vampire hunter.
Until we meet again, blood drinker.
See, he and I are making progress. I like it. I like that we're making progress. Ah! No! Don't do that! Okay, you can stop walking now. Okay, well, it says that it's getting too hot, which is just great. So what we're going to do... Yeah, I went walking off because it was getting too hot. We're going to end it here tonight, but tomorrow we're going to make the antidote and maybe flirt with McCollum some more. So, I love you guys very much, and I will see you next time with some more of this epicness. Alright? Alright. Good night, guys. Bye!